Hello friends, I'm Ajit Kuswaha and today I'll be talking about the recent bill that you can see some protest about like this bill is the Transgender Persons Protection of Rights Amendment Bill 2026. So this bill is to amend the Transgender Persons Protection of Rights Act 2019. So in news you must hear that protests are going on in some places, and so you need to know why it is and what is all about in this bill that people are protesting against. So, first of all, we know so in the 2019 Act, that is the original Act of for transgender persons, protection of rights. So, in the 2019 Act, it defines that a transgender person is a transgender person as a person whose gender does not match with the gender assigned at birth and specifies certain persons who are included. Right? And this bill removes this definition. Instead, it lists some categories of persons to be included. The bill also states that it will not include or will never have included persons with different sexual orientation and self-perceived sexual identities. Like in 2000, as per 2019 bills, some people were able to get their identification as they perceive themselves, but this bill removes this definition. So this under the 2019 Act, a person with socio-cultural identity such as Kinnar, Hijra, Aravani, or Jogta, and a person with variations at birth in characteristics such as primary sexual characteristics, external genitalia, chromosomes, or hormones from the normative standard of male or female body. And the 2026 bill retains these categories, but the bill removes the following categories included in the original Act of 2019. So these categories are a trans man or trans woman, irrespective of whether such a person has undergone sex reassignment surgery, hormone therapy, laser therapy, or such other therapy, and genderqueer. So this bill removes these categories of people, but this bill includes Inoch, a person who is forced to assume a transgender identity by mutilation, emasculation, castration, surgical, chemical, or hormonal procedures. But as per 2026 bill, eunuch or any person who is forced to assume a transgender identity by these methods like mutilation, emasculation, castration, surgical, chemical, or hormonal procedures. So these people will be included as transgender person. So then comes that how will be they get this identity as transgender. So under the 2019 Act, a transgender person may apply to the district magistrate for issuing a certificate of identity as a transgender person. And in this bill 2026, it adds that the district magistrate will issue the certificate after examining the recommendations of a designated medical board, and the board will be held by a chief medical officer or deputy chief medical officer. or even the district magistrate may take assistance of other medical experts, right? So when a person will apply for a certificate of identity, so earlier, as per his self perception of his sexual identity, the magistrate will issue that certificate. But as per 2026 bill, the district magistrate will only issue the certificate only after the recommendation of a designated medical board. So, and the bill adds that transgender persons will be entitled to change the first name in the birth certificate and other official documents based on the certificate of identity. So, after DM issues the certificate of identity, then that person will be able to change his first name of his birth certificate or even any official document as per the certificate of identity. So, changing gender. So, the Act provides that a revised certificate of identity may be obtained where a transgender person undergoes surgery to change gender. So, there are many people who wants to change their gender as per their choice. So, earlier it used to be that it is up to the person if they want to obtain this change certificate about their change identity, but as per the 2026 bill, instead it mandates the person to obtain a revised certificate. And the bill adds that the concerned medical institution must furnish information regarding the gender change surgery to the DAM, the district magistrate. So earlier it was just a voluntary if the person wants to revise his certificate of identity. But as per 2026 bill, it is mandatory for the person to obtain the revised certificate. And this the place the institution that will furnish that will do this surgery will have to must furnish information regarding the gender change surgery to the district magistrate. Then, so what are the offenses and penalties regarding these transgender people? So, under the Act of 2019, offenses against transgender persons include compelling or enticing to forced compelling or enticing into forced or bonded labor, denying the right of passage or obstructing use of a public place, forcing or causing to leave household, village, or place of residence, and harm or injury. These are punishable with imprisonment with 6 months or 2 years. So, if anything like these are committed against any transgender person, so the culprit will be imprisonment for about 6 months to 2 years. And this bill, this was the original provision of 2019 Act. And in 2026 bill, it adds that if kidnapping and causing grievous hurts or severe injury to in order to force a person to assume a transgender identity will carry imprisonment between 10 years and life and a minimum fine of 2 lakh rupees if the victim is an adult. And if the imprison and if the this happens like kidnapping or causing grievous hurt or severe injury in order to force a person to assume a transgender identity, is carried out, then the imprisonment for will be for life and a fine of at least 5 lakh rupees if the victim is a child. And if someone forces a person to present as a transgender person and engage in begging, servitude, or bonded labor, will be punished with imprisonment between 5 and 10 years and a fine of at least 1 lakh rupees if the victim is an adult, and imprisonment between 10 to 14 years and a fine of at least 3 lakh rupees if the victim is a child in this case, like forcing him to present as a person, transgender person, and engage in begging, servitude, bonded labor will be punishable with these this for these times and this money as per their if someone is adult and a child. So this was short summary about the recent bill that has caused some protest in the country. So hope it is helpful for you, and so thank you.